Well, hey, what's going on, my fellow archholes? Welcome back to another video from Nick's Archery, Only Shoot 10s. And today I thought I'd take the time to talk a bit about serving and the basics of serving. Whoa, it's a bit windy out here today, but thankfully the video will be taking place indoors, out of the wind and out of the sunshine. But this is basically what I do to the serving. We're going to be talking about center serving and even doing our peep sight serving here. It is a bit windy out here, kind of throwing my shots off a bit, but it's always good practice. I'll see you guys later in the indoors. So when it comes to serving is probably one of the most basic techniques you can learn when it comes to dealing with your string. Now, serving can be used for doing your center serving, your knocking points, even your cables down here, even doing your serving around your cams for your string. And even serving for your peep sight and tying it in, very useful to have. Now what you need basically is lighter, knife, and some serving. That's all you need. So when I teach people, I usually tell them just to start with a foot long, about a foot long-ish, and just start practicing on a dummy bow. If you've got, most people who start building have a couple of bows, and just pick your spare bow to practice this on. This is my spare bow that I'm practicing on. And you just want to pick a spot somewhere along your string, main string here. So you'll notice that you have two tail ends when you start. Usually I like to go about a quarter of the way. Place that thumb and have your tail end going across the string like that. And then just start wrapping. So hold your thumb in place, wrap around the thumb. Round. That's 2, 3, 4. So I usually like to start with 5 wraps like that. Hold your tail end. And then just pull the slack out, making sure they don't overlap. There is a tool that you can actually use to clip onto the string. I'm just too lazy to get one, so I always have to hold it. I'm not doing this as tight as I probably should be because I want to be able to take this off later. So you just want to be able to pull your tail end and pull your other tail end opposite to each other. So pull that down. So now we've got to start my serving. So now to keep going like this, so we're going to pull this out, tail end out. We always want to keep a good chunk of it so that way we can grip it and pull it later to get all that slack out. So now we just want to keep going, keep tying around, keep tying around, keep tying around. Pull it out. Essentially you can basically go forever as long as you've got enough serving to keep going. Now what I'm doing here, you can use this technique for your center serving and your cable servings, and even doing your cam serving up there. Very simple, you're just wrapping around basically. You got one tail end, one out and one in. Right, I'm not going to go forever because I just want to do a little bit and just show you how to finish it off, because you can go forever and then finish it off anyway. So now what we want to do is tie it off. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do something called back serving. Very easy to do, it's very useful to know. If I go the right way here. I always forget which way it goes sometimes, and I've forgotten again. Yeah. So if usually a rule is if it's coming towards you, if the string's coming towards you, you keep going on that path. So you go away from you and come under. So when you go around, it goes down. So if it's coming towards you, you go under the string, come up and through like that. And then you just do a couple turns like this, keeping tension down here. Turn, turn, turn. Do as many as you like, but usually I like to keep the same number as you did at your tail end out here. Then you lay it over, little tail end here, hold here with your thumb. If I can get my thumb on there. Then you just want to back serve that on. So as you overlay this of your tail end, of your second tail end, you're actually unraveling this right here. I'm just going to keep going here, keep going. That. Now we're getting near the end. I haven't put enough on this, but that's okay. So getting to the end now. Now we're finished. Thumb on there, and your little second tail end out here. Just pull that, pull that, pull that, pull that. Bang. Pull that slack out. The other tail end, pull back the other way. And there you have it. The easiest way to do this to cut them out, I'll get as close as I can, but not too close. Probably about less than a centimetre. And all you got to do, just burn it down. Oh, that wasn't quite. There we go. That's simple serving. You can go as much as you like, all the way along the string or a little bit. You can use this on your centre serving and your cables. Okay, so now that we've got our centre serving all done, we know how to do that. Now I'm going to show you how to tie in a peep. Now there's a few ways that you can tie in a peep. There are harder ways, there's easier ways. I like to do the easy way, only because I'm lazy. We're not going to use this way, we are going to use a version of that, but this is how I usually use tying my peeps in. I like to start on the bottom. I like to take a good foot long strand, fold it in half. Basically you just want to make a loop and just grab and pull tight, pull up and pull real tight. Pull down, pull up, do it again. I like to do this at least 5 times, so there's 2, there's 3, pull up, pull tight, 4, pull up, pull tight, go around the bow, come up, pinch, up. You can go back through the video if you want to see that again. So I've done it 5 times on the bottom now. Now what we want to do is tie it off. So now we're going to do the same thing as we did down here, but we're going to do it up here. We're going to back serve. It doesn't really matter which way you go here. I like to go away and come towards me. So I'm going to go loop. I like to do this 4 times. So there's 2, 3, 4. Loop around that. Hold with thumb and just come over. Myself up, might restart that. Sometimes that happens, I'm not perfect at it. Right, we'll start that again. Actually tangled myself up. Okay, so 4 times. Okay, making mistakes. Oh no. Okay, I actually went the wrong way before, that's why I tangled up. So we're actually going to go over. I've gone the opposite way of what I usually do, but that's okay. And that's the thing about archery, is you learn. Make mistakes, you learn. Always go back. Hold thumb, pull. Actually pulling both of them as well. There we go. There's the bottom one. Now, get another piece. Same thing. Fold in half, under, wrap round. I know my peep side's not straight at the moment, but there's other ways to fix that. So loop round, pull down, pull tight. Same thing here, just make a loop, up, pull down, pull tight. Same thing. So we're going to do that 4 times. I think that's 3. Mind if you just lost count, that doesn't matter. Don't know if that's 4 or 5, that's alright, I'm just doing that one anyway. Pull tight, same thing up here. I haven't actually left myself a lot of room to do this. So if you're ever unsure how much to cut, always overestimate. I don't actually have enough room. I'll do it this way. So, come over, come towards. Come over, come towards, come over, come towards. I'm not going to do as many as I did on the top, as I did on the bottom because I'm running out of room, but always trying to keep it even anyway. Hold with thumb, over, hold with thumb. Can be a bit tricky sometimes, and you want to practice this a few times. Always just got to make sure you pull tight, take the slack out. And with the top one in, the peep sight's almost come back, where it was resting there before, now it's come back. And this will just secure it in much nicer. Because before, when we had this, the strands were open and they were all ready to splice open, but now they're tight and they're not moving anywhere. So when it comes to cutting these off, just make sure they're nice and tight. So pull, cut. Over here, just pull, cut, and just get your lighter. Make sure it's facing upwards. Don't have the flame underneath the string, otherwise you'll burn the string. Have it up, go down, let it again, push your thumb, done. Same thing over here. Flame up, push down, there you go. Tied in peep. It's not perfect, but usually when I do them, I take it a bit slower and have a longer string, but that's a basic version of how to tie peep in. I hope this video has really helped some people. If you do have any questions, please ask away, please comment, please like the video, please share the video for everyone to see. Hope to see you at the range. Until next time, this is Nick from Nick's Archery. I only shoot 10s.